Fault finders. Hello, you all. I'm Diana Brienne. You know, there are people that continuously find fault in other people. That's what they're looking for. They're not interested in finding the good in another person. They're zeroed in on the faults. You know, if you look close enough at anyone, we can find something wrong with everyone. We can find a flaw if that's what we're looking for. I often think that people find what they're looking for and avoid what they're not looking for. And so I believe that fault finders, that's what they do. They're looking for faults in other people. I don't want to be around a fault finder because fault finders are just going to pick me apart or pick anyone apart. That's what they do, whether it's in person or whether it's online. Some people are just there to find the negative. They're not looking for the positive. Even if you show them all the positive, they're probably going to ignore it or discount it in some way and focus on the negative, no matter how small or insignificant it may be. That's what some people do. They find fault. And I don't like to be around people like that, and I'm not a person like that. I look for the good in other people. Do I look for correction? Absolutely. Do I give correction? Absolutely. But correction is done to help lift another person up. It's not done to put them down. Criticism is done to put another person down. Correction is done to lift them up. And there's a very fine line between both. And it's important to discern, is it correction or is it criticism? And none of us like to be corrected, but often it's through correction that we can create the successes that we want and avoid a lot of mistakes. But criticism doesn't have the same spin on it. Criticism usually doesn't have a plan behind it or a corrective mode behind it. It's usually just, well, you're doing a terrible job, aren't you? Whereas correction would be more like, you know what, may I make a suggestion to you? I see that kind of like how you're doing it may not be quite exactly the way it should be. That is more correction. The first was more criticism. Do you see how it works? So it's important to discern, is it correction or is it criticism? And are they a fault finder? Some people, that's all they do. From my house to yours, may God bless you, and I hope to talk to you soon again. Bye-bye.